Hi coaches, today I'm going to be talking about how to run a getting started right call. As you add coaches to your team, you need to actually have getting started right calls with them. So what I do for my team, for new coaches who sign up coaches, I will do a 3-way getting started right call with them for their first 2 coaches. So until they get to Emerald, I will help them so they can kind of see how I run a getting started right call. So they're not a brand new coach signing up a coach and then expected to run a getting started right call. Running it with me for the first 2 coaches is a way that they can learn to see how it's done and see how I do it. So if you are one of my personally sponsored coaches, when you do a getting started right call with me and your coach, make sure to take notes. But these are the topics that I usually discuss. So a getting started right call is not an opportunity for us to overwhelm them with a bunch of Beachbody information. I don't want you to be talking about volume and rank and you need to get to diamond and a bunch of information that would scare them away. That is not the time for this. All that stuff will come in training with time. Really, the getting started right call is actually to get to know your coach and set some clear expectations of what's to come, what you expect out of them, and how you are there to help them. So for me, getting started right calls is really about learning about my coach and reassuring them that I'm going to be by their side, because really most of the time people who sign up as a coach are feeling kind of overwhelmed, and they might be thinking, did I do the right thing? What did I get myself into? So here are the topics that I usually talk about in my getting started right calls. First, if I don't know them personally already, say they're a challenger that I don't know very well or somebody who's approached me about coaching, I really want to talk about their family and their job and get to know them as a person, get to know what they're interested in, and really just get to know who they are as a person. Because I think that will help me relate to them better as they continue their coaching journey. I also ask them to tell me 2 words to describe themselves. And I love this little tool because you learn a lot about a person by the 2 words that they use to describe themselves. So they might say that they're confident and hardworking, or they could say that they're, shy and reserved. You would approach those people 2 different ways based upon those particular answers to that simple question. I also ask if they have had any history in fitness or if they're struggling with anything in their fitness, because more than anything, I'm a coach for their business, but I'm also their coach for their health and fitness. So I want to see where they are and see how I can help, and ask the same thing about nutrition as well. See where they are with nutrition, talk about Shakeology and the importance of it. I ask what excites them about coaching. And then I also ask what makes them nervous. I ask if they have a support system, because if they have a spouse who isn't on board with what they're doing, I want to make sure that I give them a lot of extra encouragement, because if they're fighting a battle at home for support, they're going to need extra support from me in the team page and in one-on-one mentoring. I ask them what they think success would look like in 3 months. And this is different for everybody. Success to some people might just be to get the discount and maybe earn a little bit extra to go towards their Shakeology. Or there might be some people who are pushing for a diamond and wanting to, earn $1,000 a month in their first 3 months. It's different for everybody. Sometimes I ask them why they say yes to coaching, and this kind of will bring about their why and get them talking about why they wanted to sign up, what their vision is, and then I ask them what they think a coach does. I mean, many of them may have been in my challenge groups already, so they have kind of seen how I run my business as a coach. But I want to see what they think a coach does, so I can help them and guide them if they're a little confused exactly what a coach does. The main thing is I want to figure out their goals and really let them talk. I want to ask them a lot of questions and not overwhelm them with a lot of information. Yes, I do ask them if they have any particular questions, but this isn't the time to overwhelm them with a bunch of training information. That can be done on a call later on, or on team calls, or through message or phone calls. This first call is really to just create a relationship, reassure my coaches that I'm there to help them. I usually tell my coaches in these calls, I really appreciate you signing up. I'm so excited that you're on my team. I reassure them that as they get started with their business, if they're wanting to grow, grow their business and get challengers, I reassure them that they can be in my challenge group so they're not overwhelmed to find a bunch of people for a group, that my groups are always open to them. Basically, I just reassure them that I'm going to be there to help them. I point them in the right direction for where the training is, but I don't go into a bunch of details of this is what you need to do and this is an Emerald coach or whatever. I do also remind them about the team calls that we have or any other upcoming events. Usually these calls last anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what each person needs. I try to do them in person if it's a local coach to me, because I think having that one-on-one connection is great. And if I can't see them in person, I schedule them through Zoom calls because I want them to be able to see me and really get to know me, and I want to be able to see them and get to know them. So it's like we're talking in person. If you have any questions about doing a Getting Started Right call, just post below. The main thing is just be you. Just talk to your coaches how you'd want to be talked to when you're getting started. You know what you were feeling like when you first started as a coach. So use that knowledge from when you first signed up and helping your new coaches sign up too.